Hey folks, Gary here. Hey, have you ever been around someone who likes to get into trouble? I think we all have a friend like that, or maybe we're that friend who likes to cause trouble and stir things up. I had this one friend and still do, and really awesome, amazing guy. He was phenomenal, but he liked to cause trouble. He liked to stir things up quite a bit. And I remember we were working in a different city for a couple months for our company, and while we were there, we would go for walks and stuff because it was pretty boring. It's a different city, and walking through their downtown and all sorts of stuff. And he was always looking for trouble, always looking for a fight. And I wasn't particularly interested in doing that. I mean, he could kind of handle himself. I wasn't so sure. I just didn't want to do that. So I would steer him away from those things. Like I would just kind of just edge him over to the side or bump him over to here or distract him with something else. And I remember him saying later on, hey, I keep trying to do stuff and you keep steering me different directions. How are you doing that? And I would just laugh because, again, I didn't want to get into trouble and he did. Well, the psalmist is writing in Psalm 138 and verse 8, and it kind of relates to this. Let me just read it. Psalmist writes this: The Lord will work out his plans for my life. The Lord will work out his plans for my life. For your faith, for your faithful love, O Lord, endures forever. Don't abandon me, for you made me. The Lord works out his plans for our lives. In other words, God's got plans for you. God's got designs for you. God's got things set up for your life that are going to be really, really amazing. The only thing is, we also have plans for our lives where we're always looking for trouble. We're always trying to do something else or something different. It might not look like we're looking for trouble, but we're looking for our own plans. And we don't always inquire of God what his plans are. But what's really cool about it is God still makes his plans work, right? He'll bump us, he'll steer us, he'll get us in different directions. Sometimes that can be really frustrating, like it was frustrating for my friend. We can be really frustrating because we know where we want to go and we don't get there. But take heart. Maybe all that course correction is God leading you to something that's a whole lot better, something you weren't thinking of. God has plans for myself, for me. He's got plans for you. And it's really worthwhile to sit down and pray and say, Lord, am I on the right course? Are you steering me someplace else? Because once you get with the flow with what God's doing, it gets even better. And he's an awesome God.